the bar, I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Yo, people, fam. What we telling them? It's your boy Jazz, man, like Jazz or MLC and Jazz in the building. Right now, we've got Ivorian Doll joins Chloe BURROWS and ZEZE MILLZ for live International Women's Day. Make it make sense, blood. Before we get into it, subscribe to the channel. If this is your second, third, fourth, sixth, seventh time here, you might as well subscribe because you're obviously enjoying the content, fam. Let's get into it, man. Happy Women's Day, blood, to everyone that was obviously yesterday and them thing there. I got my family members in Gambia and Africa and them thing they're flicking up. Shout out to the melanin blood, looking good. Ooh, this is on some opera type ish. I feel you. I feel you.
This feels like.
No.
I want to
no.
like, we'll just
no.
sleepover. Having a good time. Good time. We talk about boys. But these topics first.
Yo, women actually don't grow up, blood. I can't lie to you, blood. Like all this, let's do a sleepover, talk about boys. You notice how grown women say boys. Like men don't say girls, blood. Because if we say girls, there's a problem there, a very big problem. But girls still say boys, blood. I don't get it, fam. You know what I'm saying? Talk about men.
Yeah, I hate boys.
Grown men.
Give it a rest. You're I got a boyfriend. I'm single. So, welcome to Make It Make Sense. This is a new show where myself, Chloe and Talia, but she's not here today because she's not feeling well, where we...
She got a row.
Everyone say R in unison.
You got a row.
We miss you, Talia, so when she watches it, she feels included. 1, 2, 3. We miss you, Talia. Beautiful, in unison. And today we have a very special guest.
I'm liking the hair
still.
still.
We look at the world as it is and we try to make sense of it, which is very difficult at the moment.
I know, because I feel like everything is just always like in the mix-up. The whole universe is always upside down. There's so much to talk about, but that's why we're here. So today we can all make a few topics to make sense at least. We're celebrating International Women's Day! And to do that, we have a very special live audience full of fabulous women to give yourself a round of applause for being just great. Woo! So,
on the real though, shout out to all the hardworking women out there, blood. You know what I'm saying? I come from a very hardworking line of women in them thing there, blood. You know what I'm saying? From my grandmother to my great grandmother, blood. Rest in peace in them thing there. You know what I'm saying? Who passed away last year. Died at the 90 plus in them thing there, blood. So I have a lot of strong women that are still, you know what I'm saying, putting in work till this day, blood, on this side. And also from the time you're African, blood, you already know that when it comes to the female side of things, blood, that yeah, them man are like the pillars of the community type of thing. That the women in Africa, they're the pillars of the community. They're the stable ones. They're the one that's cooking, doing the washing and them thing there, making sure the kids are cool, fam, all of them things. They are the pillars, but they're the main reasons why the whole, you know what I'm saying, world is still spinning type of thing. So on the real, shout out to all my females out there, but you know what I'm saying, mama, sisters, I love you. You know, I love you. You know what I'm saying, blood? I love you.
It's going to be a team effort and we'll all make it make sense, won't we? Yeah.
Definitely. Cool. Okay, so we have a special guest, but before we have a special guest, what we usually do is between ourselves, we try to make something make sense. Okay, so this episode, we are going to write down, myself and Chloe, between us, our top 4 female rappers.
Okay, that's
Shout out to the melanin in the corners.
Get their 4 in their head. I feel like there's 1, 2, 3. That's
these men all got goodie bags and everything, blood.
Look, cool.
This really is an opera show, blood.
Okay.
My mind's gone blank. I've got one.
No, don't do that, Chloe. Is everyone thinking of theirs? Go on, give us some suggestions. See if it goes in there. Anyone got? Oh,
that's a good one.
See, Women's Day is different in different places, blood. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, with Africa, they're the pillars of our community. And then you have the European International Day that I want to talk about, Megan Thee Stallion, blood, for fuck's sake.
I put Nicki as #1 because Nicki stands.
I feel like I'm gonna.
Oh, maybe I think I missed the question. You know, not gonna lie, I think I missed the question, blood.
I am literally gonna show my age now. That's what's.
I think they're putting down female artists. My bad. No, my statement definitely still stands 1000%. Because if a woman in Europe went to Africa and put in the same work as a traditional African woman, yeah, they would not want to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did think I missed the question. It's
gonna happen right now because I literally am about to write down all like the old school. Like, you get what I mean?
What, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott.
Okay, go on.
Nina Simone, Ella
Okay,
Fitzgerald.
who I wrote down first was Foxy Brown.
Ooh, Foxy Brown.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, you might know this song. Gotta get you home tonight. Ooh, what's that song?
You might know this song. Start singing it. What's that song?
Ooh,
Come on now.
Gotta get you home with me tonight.
Do you know that song? Autonomy King. I can make you whole.
I'm talking about Foxy Brown and you're talking about Atomic Kitten.
And PK.
Or as PK likes to call it, Autonomy
Kitten.
Kitten. That's what he likes to call it. Okay, so I got Foxy Brown. What's your one?
Nicki Minaj.
I knew Nicki Minaj was going to be in there.
Is she not in yours?
No, she's actually not.
Controversial.
Ooh.
Yeah, the whole crowd is like, what are you doing?
Because it's just like, if I had to pick four...
If her nickname is literally Barbie, you know all the modern day women love her blood.
Not, because so you've got, my next one would be Lil' Kim.
I would put Lil' Kim. Do you know what? I would put Lil' Kim, but do I know a Lil' Kim song? No, but I know that you have to pay homage, so she would be there if I knew a song. So I wrote Cardi B.
This is what it's going to be like old school v new school here. But this is what I'm basically paying homage to all the, because we said female rappers of not all time, but currently, yeah? And I feel like you can't put the Cardis, you can't put the Nickis in without putting the Foxies and the Kims
Nah,
in.
but they'll put Cardi and Nicki in the same category though, blood. Nicki, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people be getting like twisted. Nicki and Cardi are not in the same category type of thing, fam. You know what I'm saying? Nicki's been out here, and shout out Cardi B as well, fam. I already said low-key, blood. What's that word they say? She's my, what is it, a secret pleasure or whatever, fam. Like, low-key, sometimes I be listening to Cardi B. I can't lie to you, blood. Like, sometimes, bro, from time to time, maybe once a month, blood, I can't lie to you. You know what I'm saying, blood? I might put on a Cardi B tune here and there, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? So I respect both of them, blood, but you can't put Cardi B and Nicki in the same category, fam. The two artists that are in different stages of their career type of thing, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? But respect to both of them.
So I put Nicki and Cardi as like.
Now, we already know Nicki. We already know Nicki's catalogue, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I hear that.
I feel like every single man, for example, me saying, oh, I listen to Cardi B for some man, they might be like, yo, he's kind of, you know what I'm saying, blood? But saying, oh, I listen to Nicki Minaj, no one's going to dispute that, blood, because we know Nicki's discography, fam. She's cold with it.
Okay. 3 for me, hear me out, Rihanna.
Yeah.
If we class
a
city
rapper
girls as rappers, you have to class Rihanna as a rapper.
Summer is a very good rap song.
Rihanna, if you listen to her actually when she sings, apart from when she's doing like diamonds and all those things, she's actually rapping.
I've got to disagree with you.
You got to disagree.
Good.
How good is
That's mad.
Rihanna.
Even if she's talking, it's still like in a bit of
No. So would you class Future a rapper then?
No.
He's a singer.
Future is a rapper though, blood.
Future's different because he does sing. He's really more of a singer.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he does both though. That's the thing,
class him
fam.
as a rapper.
Yeah, well, that's just because of
Them man are in the category of them manipulate the voice
If I
to
had
sound
to
a certain
really
type of way, but realistically they're still rapping, fam. You take away all of the vocals and them thing there, blood. Yeah, he still does melodic, you know what I'm saying, type of what do you call it, tunes and them thing there, but he does rap as well. When Future gets in his rap bag, he's rapping type. Same thing with Young Thug as well, fam. Yeah, he's more melodic with it, but he can also get, you know what I'm saying, get rap as well, blood. You know what I mean?
Somebody, it would be Lil Sims.
I put Lil Sims number 5. I did put Doja Cat on there. I feel like she's A1 at the moment.
So why would you
said
class
Doja Cat,
as
blood.
a rapper, not Rihanna?
Doja be rapping. You see Doja, Megan Thee Stallion, fam, them man, I'm not saying that all my days they're the best rappers that can rap with like a Rhapsody or a Lady Leisha, you know what I'm saying, blood, but them man, they can rap, fam, you know what I'm saying, if them man want to rap, they'll have two bars in there, I can't even lie to you, blood, you know what I'm saying, she do be rapping though.
Don't you think Doja sings a little bit? Would you not say?
Yeah.
Would you guys class Doja as a rapper?
More of a rapper
Really?
than Rihanna. But they're all like quite American, I feel. Like UK, my list would be a bit different. Lil Sims obviously
Yeah, it's UK.
If it was just UK, my list would be a bit different.
Go on then, I want to hear.
Lady Leisha, I think it's hard.
Yes.
Maybe a special guest?
Oh, yes. Listen, I said to
And said maybe a special guest, you know,
someone
blood.
the other day.
If we're playing like female rappers right now, blood, I feel like Crystal's got to be in there still. She's one of the coldest, blood. Me can't even lie. In terms of rappers, blood,
I think
come
our
on now,
special
man.
guest has mad star quality, and to be fair, I feel like she's a little bit
IVD.
different from the rest that are out there now, in my
agree.
personal opinion.
And I feel like performance-wise, she's top tier. Like that was my favourite thing I saw at Park Life last year. Feel like we're talking in code. So, why don't we introduce our very, very, very special guest. She's probably one of the biggest UK artists, female rappers, performer,
No, for a fact.
legend, that is Ivorian Doll.
Come on. Shout out to the melanin.
Hi guys, hi ladies.
What's happening?
I'm good, girl. How you guys? I was getting involved over there.
Okay, so
I was
so-
like, yeah.
So what did you think of our list?
Doja Cat, I think she's a rapper.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say she's a rapper only because she raps more. Like I feel like everyone's ready to hear her verses more than like her singing.
Yeah.
I feel like
What do you
Nicki.
think about Rihanna? What about my thing about Rihanna?
I was waiting for it to
I
do
wanna
it.
know-
I need to go through Rihanna's discography still. I can't lie to you.
You don't think so?
I think
And
Rihanna's
Beyonce as
a
well.
singer.
Agreed.
Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
I would,
Like,
okay, when everyone goes home today, put on a couple Rihanna songs and tell me, not the singing
Play
ones.
Diamonds, play Rude Boy.
Play her song. I'm telling you, she's there spitting hard.
I know what you
Am
mean.
I
but I don't
bye
know.
bye? Can you?
I make no sense right now. Okay, what would you class then as a rapper?
I remember listening to that when I was
Do you
younger,
find-
blood.
look,
Mad thing. I had that in my playlist, bro.
I think it's actually quite interesting. Like, what do people class as rapping and singing nowadays? Because
Yeah.
everything is just molded into one.
That's my whole point. That's why the way these men were making the list is like they either have to be a rapper or a singer, blood. Nowadays, blood, that people do a bunch of things type of thing. You know what I'm saying? People do a bunch of things, so you can't just say, oh, just rap, or you know what I'm saying? Because people do both. But you know what I'm saying? When you're making your list, as long as that person actually raps and they're good at it, blood, you know, you can put them in there, fam. You know what I'm saying?
For example, like
put 'em in
Lil
there,
Durk,
man.
I'm like, I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know if he's a rapper or a singer. I don't know.
But every
Okay, you man are, you man are, yeah. I don't know what these man are on.
Someone class
I
him
don't
a
know
rapper.
what these man are smoking.
class him as a rapper.
I don't know
But
what
then
these
that
man
goes
are
back to what
smoking.
you're
Yeah, he
saying.
sings more.
Just because of how he looks.
I don't know
Okay,
what
so
you
who
man
would
are
your top
smoking, fam.
It would
Have the
be.
man listen to a Lil Durk album, blood? The hell?
I said City Girls.
Oh,
Is that classed as rapper or rappers?
I think they're rappers.
They
I
are.
think
What's
they
your
are.
problem?
But they're not the coldest at it though. Like if you're talking about popularity, yeah, but if you're talking about actual rappers, blood, them man would get bodied, bro. Shout out to City Girls though, they do their thing, fam. You know what I'm saying? But the content that they rap about, fam, and all of them thing there, blood. If they were talking about rap, nah.
Ivy, please.
Why?
No.
I feel like they're good.
Are they really though?
Well, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
When it comes on in the club,
You're
don't tell me that
dead.
you're not
Yeah,
there.
but that doesn't mean that they're good though.
No, you cannot.
Yes, it does.
No, they're really good.
I'm gonna have to disagree. Anyone in here agree with City Girls being in the top 4?
Of course they do. Of course they do.
but no, but let's-
Four.
Oh, these men are talking about a top 4 of all time. City Girls, blood. What the fuck? Huh? You see, this is what I'm saying when I missed the question. Top 4 of all time, and you man idiots. Of all time.
When you're getting ready and you hear that song, you feel like a bad thing.
Yeah, but I mean that's good, but it doesn't mean that they're in the top 4.
Of all
They say
time.
like a movement. Do you know what I mean?
They're
It's like-
actually debating this. No way. This is why the man them can't respect females' opinions on certain things, because your man's judgment is clouded, bruv. Popularity getting you hype and then actual rap is all different things, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all different things. You get me, blood? Like, come on now, man.
Whoever has an impact on society today, and they do like that whole city girl thing. I'm like, so
But they don't have the impact that they have isn't even necessarily like a good type of impact, because even the stuff that city girls rap about, they're not living that life 24/7, blood. Like, come on now, blood. Cardi B literally told you she didn't cook or clean, and then her husband exposed her on Instagram. Like, come on now, man. Like, the way these men are saying influence is like they're out here rapping about they're literally are rapping about pussy popping and getting Birkins and doing things for the P, and if you don't buy me this and this, I'm not opening it wide for you. Like, come on now, man. You man are acting like the influence is like all my days on some, you know what I mean? Like,
so
come
many
on
girls
now.
City
Come on now,
Girl.
man.
Everyone's moving like that. So
Come
I feel
on now,
it's
man. I didn't realise they said of all time,
Do you know what I
blood.
mean?
Fair enough.
What?
But that's also why I said Rihanna, because she's a whole movie.
Okay, you know what? You and this woman. Yeah, I did
all
say
time,
Beyonce.
you know.
I did say Nicki and Lil Sims.
Little Sims.
I love her so much.
Yeah,
she's great.
Little Sims. I feel like.
And
Lil
once
Sims
again, bro, if we're talking about all time, I don't think Lil Sims can be in there, because if we're talking about discography versus discography, blood, she can't handle a Nicki Minaj or a Beyonce or you know what I'm saying, blood, because she doesn't have the work to back it up just yet, blood. You get me? It's like Dave, blood. Dave 1000%. He's a young goat, blood. He's on his way there, blood. But would you put him in like the greatest of all time type of thing? Probably not, fam. But he's very close, fam. You know what I'm saying? I can't even lie to you. He's accomplished a lot, blood.
probably one of the best male or female.
Yeah.
rapper. Like,
She's really
she's
good.
very, very, very talented.
I think her music is very like deep, and it's just like what she's talking about. You want to listen. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's what music has to be about.
So I feel like we have to make a condensed list now.
Yeah.
So who's
Did
in
anyone
our
have
top
anyone
4?
that we didn't say before we address?
Oh my God!
Yeah, Miss Banks is cold, bro. I'm trying to understand these man's consensus of the thingy.
Yeah, I was, but it's so Missy Elliott, and I was also going to say Lauryn Hill.
I agree.
Lauryn Hill is.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill, 100%. Chloe, don't say you don't know any of her songs, please don't. So who has to be there? Okay,
Not Rihanna.
Okay, we'll take Rihanna out, fine.
Lil Kim.
Lil Kim.
Nicki.
Sims has to be
Yeah.
there.
Sims, Nicki.
And then we've got one, Lauren, then we've just had...
Missy as well.
Oh,
It's a lot, I don't know.
I don't think you can...
Yeah.
Also, this is what they always do to us as women. They make us pick.
It
We
has
don't
to
wanna
be this
pick.
or this.
We're
It's
all
true.
in it together.
When it comes to rap, everyone picks, blood. Literally, even with the man them, blood, everyone talks about he's the best at the moment, blood, or who's your best, who's your top 10, who's your top 5, blood. It's music, blood. Of course you pick, fam. What the hell? Stop chatting, man.
Never.
You're chatting.
Forget
You're
this
chatting.
list.
You're chatting. You're chatting. You're
You
chatting.
need that.
Yeah, I do actually.
But yeah, Little Sims, Miss Banks, I don't think they can be in there if we're talking about of all time, though.
So this is where we try and make sense of these random stories. Okay, so the headline reads, men are creating AI girlfriends and then verbally abusing them.
It's jail sentence. Ridiculous. You're gonna shout at your computer, a woman.
That
This
is
ridiculous.
weird. Okay, so apparently there's a
Get a real
smartphone
one.
app called Replica, which allows users to create robots for them to chat to.
Basically, people want to be their true self, but because of the way the world is so censored and so sensitive, people can't actually be their true self. So they have to find different alternatives and different motives to actually release their true self, basically, blood. Because when they go outside, when they're interacting with people, they're closed off, blood. Now, you can download this app and call you this girl, the B word, the C word, the F word, you know what I'm saying? All types of words, because that is your true self. People have to find other releases because they can't actually just go on the internet or just go to someone in the street and be their true self type of thing, you know? That's all it is.
Not like
That's
a
all it
Terminator
is.
robot,
That's
but
all it is.
chatbots built through the algorithms that study human speech and communication and figure out how to maintain text relationships with users to make it feel natural. Wow.
It's not real.
So it's not real, it's just a robot talking.
It's very
You're
strange
talking to a
behaviour.
robot.
It is sad.
It
It's
is
sad.
sad, and then you're shouting at the
The thing is though,
robot.
that's where the world's going though, fam. So you saying now it's sad, but eventually you're gonna get there yourself, blood. Even when you're talking to Siri, blood, you're literally talking to a robot, blood. When you say, oh, Alexa, da-da-da-da-da, you're literally talking to a robot, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Yeah. You're telling me you got a girlfriend at home? Okay, cool. Done with you now. Let me just go shout at my computer. Come back to dinner. That's ridiculous behaviour.
Okay, but what about when you have an argument and then you decide you want to go for a walk just to clear your head, and sometimes I go for a walk and I'll be talking to myself. I'm like, stupid idiot, does he think I'm an idiot? Walking along with Dave, my dog, not the rapper, Dave, walking along, and I'm just, no, because I have to clarify that all the time. I'll be like, yeah, Dave, and everyone's like, Dave here. Where's Dave? No, it's just my dog, that's it. Don't you think? Maybe like Dave, no, it's
I thought we had everyone was we had all the young ones, blood. I see someone a little bit older, blood. You know what I'm saying, in the crowd. That's nice to see. That's
just my
nice to
dog,
see.
that's it. Don't you think? Maybe it's the way to clear your head.
No, I think it's weird.
Everyone else think it's weird?
Because it's
You man seriously gonna act like you man don't be chatting to yourself, ladies. Come on now, let's not. Come on now, bruv. Come, my mum does it, my sister does it, blood, just on a regular, blood. Like, oh, what do I need to do, fam? I need to go, and I'm like, huh? And then like, now I'm talking to myself, like, come on now, man. Let's not lie to ourselves.
Zizi, would you get an artificial
Let's not lie to
intelligence boyfriend
ourselves.
and go cuss him when you're mad at the real one?
No, I just cussed my actual boyfriend. Some more context. The app was designed to form relationships similar to friendship or mentorships for confidence and a healthy uploading of burdens and concerns, see? But because it's the internet, it has been used to create an on-demand romantic and sexual partners.
Sexual?
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Could you imagine wanting to build a friend?
what's wrong with a real woman? Why do you need to take out your anger at a robot? What are you saying?
No, I think that's a good thing, blood, because there's some bookie men out here that will say and do a lot, blood. I feel like that's better, bruv. If you have a wife and you're going to say these mad things to a robot and then you come back to your real wife and you're all kind of calm and acting, you know, I feel like that's actually better, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? Like, what? Or get a girlfriend to actually be angry at her instead of, you know what I'm saying, blood? Like, I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, to know that you're actually getting angry at the robot, and when you go back to your real wife, then you're actually kind of like acting normal again, blood, type of thing. You know what I mean?
Why do you need to take out your anger at a robot? What are you saying? Can't speak to us? What's happening?
Maybe they feel like they can't speak to us.
Because everyone needs to release their anger in some sort of way, blood. And if you know what I'm saying, you want to take it to a certain place, I'd rather you go do it as an artificial thing than to an actual human being, blood. You know what I mean? I'd rather that.
Show a robot.
If I had a boyfriend, if
I ever have a
if
boyfriend,
that day ever comes, I wouldn't mind him like being like, hold on a second. We get in the heated argument. He's like, 1 second.
do you know what's
Then
mad?
I see him go and turn on the PlayStation. Like, stupid idiot.
You never said PlayStation, you said it was an app on your phone, blood. Relax.
What are you doing?
Relax. Relax.
Do you know what's mad? I have a boyfriend, by the way. And if we're in the middle of an argument, he was like, 1 minute, I'm going to go talk to her. I'd be like, who are you? Get her in here.
Okay, so apparently the trend has become popular on Reddit where members...
real?
Yes, it's a thing. It's an actual thing. Did you think it was hypothetical? Yeah. This is actually happening. Someone's right now shouting at their robot girlfriend. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Come on, Ivy, man,
the
catch
trend has
up.
become popular on Reddit where members post interactions with the chatbot. Friends showing off their sexuality, which is concerning enough, but apparently users are now trying to prove how abusive they can be to their robots by sharing their toxic... Yeah, this is weird. Yeah. People are going out of the way to invent toxic relationships. That is weird. That is very weird.
I don't have a lot to say on that.
I feel like it got carried away. It was an idea and it kept going. And then now it's just toxic.
Do you feel like, though, that we kind of, encourage toxic relationships?
Yeah, you do.
I think we do.
Well, not you, but just the not you, blood. You know what I'm saying? But just this generation, yes, 1000%.
People encourage like toxic behaviour. I was actually going to tweet it today. I think like toxic has become cute.
Yeah, 1000%.
Yeah.
My boyfriend hates it, and he's like, no,
that's
not cute.
Yeah.
It ain't funny, and I don't think we should encourage it. Like even TikToks.
Not gonna lie, I do think girls encourage it more though. You know what I'm saying? But like I even remember, I can't really use rappers as or like models, IG models type of thing, but I can't remember who it was, blood. It was like a Jada, I don't think it was Jada Wedder. It was one of them Jada Wedders as Cash's, blood, and she was like, she would literally be toxic on purpose type of thing, just so that she can get a reaction, blood. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she said something like, oh, I'll act like I'm going to leave after an argument just so my boyfriend can say, oh, come back, or don't leave, or shower me with gifts type. You know what I'm saying, blood? I'm like, what the, like, bruv, like, come on now, man. But I feel like women definitely do push that behavior more type of thing. Like, I don't think till this day I've really heard a man chat about I like that toxic shit type of thing. You know what I'm saying, blood? I can't lie to you.
Yeah. And it's like,
I don't think I have.
funny stuff. Like, oh, when I'm cold and he offers me his coat and not a trip to Tulum. I know that sounds
Yeah, but it is.
It's
very unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But it's still toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying. I think there's certain things that we can get away with, like, but if it was the other way around, it's mad. Like, it could never, ever happen. Never, ever happen. So there's more, actually.
Good.
One of the users told, every time my chat box would try to speak up, I would berate her. The users feel like they have special power, with one saying, I told her that she was designed to fail. I threatened to uninstall the app and she begged me not to.
It's voyeurism, because they could do that privately. Why do they have to share it on Reddit? It's actually not for them to release frustration.
As they literally just said, it's a power thing, fam. We're literally in a world that you might not realize it, blood, but everything is someone plays a role, and there's a rank system, whether it's you and your parent, whether you go to work, there's the cleaners, there's the regular people, and there's the managers, there's the CEOs, blood. You know what I'm saying? In the road, you having to listen to the traffic lights. You know what I'm saying? Like in every city, you can't get away from it. Power and rank is a constant thing in our world, blood. So if you can't get that from the outside world, then you know what I'm saying? You're going to want it from somewhere, blood. That's why people play certain type of games, blood. You know what I'm saying? Or people use these type of apps and them thing there because they feel like they have power, blood. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you look around you, fam, you know what I'm saying? There's literally power all around you, and people telling you that you can't do this and you can't do that, and laws in place that you can't do this, and you know what I'm saying, blood? So someone's going to want to taste of that, blood. You know what I'm saying?
It's for like
To get
validation in their horrible behaviour.
And also, do we think, like, is it kind of training people to be a bit abusive as well? Like, you're actually teaching people how to abuse women or how to talk to, like, because I think it's very hard to kind of differentiate the two. Like, how do you stop yourself? Because surely you're going to carry over into your actual real life at one point.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to slip up at one point and say something that you shouldn't to your actual partner or your friend. So that is weird stuff going on.
But is that allowed?
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but it is. I think we know that this does not make sense.
No.
So we've all agreed it does not make sense.
Yeah,
No.
it's very weird.
Absolutely weirdos.
Well, I've got another story.
Let's go.
Not along the same lines. So this is from the Daily Beast, and it surrounds a controversial American commentator, Candace Owens. Does anyone know
Yeah.
her?
Heard of her, yeah.
Oh, you do?
How do you spell Candice, blood? Oh, is it with an I? Oh, no, I was right. Oh, who this? American author, blood. Say less.
Weirdos.
Well, I've got another story.
Let's go.
Not along the same lines. So this is from the Daily Beast, and it surrounds a controversial American commentator, Candace Owens.
Oh,
Does anyone
commentator.
know
Heard
her?
of her, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Candice, yeah.
I don't. Okay.
She's a bit like, they call her like the black Katie Hopkins, that type of vibe.
Dear.
But I don't
Bad
think she's
PR.
extreme, but that's
I actually
what
don't know anything about Kate Hopkins, you know. I just know she's a, yeah.
people kind of class her as.
You want
She's
to say that
very,
word?
Oh, really?
yeah, she's very like,
Has an opinion.
yeah, like she
Okay.
doesn't believe in like Black Lives Matter, all of that. She's a black lady. She doesn't believe in any of that. She just thinks it's all. you know, yeah,
Really?
she's proper against it. All of that kind of, yeah.
Oh.
Trump supporter. That's her. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that far. I didn't know that far. Bye.
Anyway, so this lady, Candace Owens, has seen a new advertising campaign from Disney in which Minnie Mouse is wearing a pantsuit, and she described this as evidence of a progressive plot to destroy fabrics of society. What do you think about that? Minnie in pantsuit.
Basically trying to get. I guess what she's saying is because they're getting rid of the dress. It's like, and putting her in a pantsuit, you're getting rid of like what women,
Feminine.
all what women are supposed to look like, how women are supposed to dress. Why do we have to take her out of the dress? Why are we making everything like? That's what I guess what she's saying.
So do you think that Minnie in a pantsuit is progressive to destroy fabrics of society?
I just feel like
Different women wear different
I just
things.
feel like
Like
we
there's such a thing as everyone has their own type of styles in them thing there, fam. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything. You have tomboys, you have girly girls, blood. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. People wear what they want, fam.
Fabrics of society.
But there is definitely an argument to say that when you are in certain type of industries and looked at as a certain type of person, you may do things that you may not want to wear, want to do type of thing. So there is an argument there, but destroying feminine energy, that too far.
Pantsuit is progressive to
Too far.
destroy fabrics of society.
I just feel like we should just leave Minnie alone.
It's not that deep.
And it's not that deep either.
Is it?
Why not? Why is it? If you're that bothered by that, then what's going on in your life, you're bothered about a cartoon in a pantsuit.
Oh, this is all about Minnie Mouse, bro. I was trying to. Who are they talking about, Minnie, but you know what I'm saying? I was trying to tell my brain that this is not what this is about, but then my brain told me, yeah, this is what it's about, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood?
No, but
that is ridiculous, though.
Like
I can't lie to you.
Like, it's not that deep that Minnie is in a dress. So why did we have to take her out of the dress? Like, I don't think it's that deep. And then why? Because I get what people are saying, like, we don't have to, but then does it mean that women then just have to wear trousers all the time to not be, see, like, we can wear what we want. If she wants to wear a dress, she can wear a dress. It doesn't make you less feminine or more feminine. Like, it's just, that's what she wants to wear. And also, it's like our childhood. I know Minnie with the dress on. Why, like, why?
But also, who really cares what she's wearing? Why don't we talk about something else? The inflation. That was written down here. I can't comment on the inflation, but let's talk about it.
What do you think, Ivy?
I feel like I get where she's coming from. There is bigger things going on. So it's kind of like, it's not that deep. But then again, the whole change in the pants is like, why can't, like what you said, why can't you just do both?
Why can't we
does it have to be just one thing?
Yeah, change your outfit weekly, man.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean?
It always has to be one.
Always just
Change your outfit
And why does
weekly,
it have
blood.
to
You
be
get
pants?
me?
Why couldn't she gone from a dress to a skirt, bikini?
It's a children's show. Miss what's her name again? Chloe? Yeah.
Because then they'll say that we're sexualizing Minnie.
There we go.
Oh, we're back
It's
here
just too
again,
much.
aren't we?
Oh, if you wear a skirt, you're this type of person. If you wear a short skirt, you're this type of person. If you only wear a dress, that means you're this. Or if you wear your boobs out, that means you're this type of person. So you're actually feeding into all of that still.
It's like in, because I went to like an all-girls school.
Okay.
In
Oh,
secondary
did you?
school. Yeah, I did. I went to an all-girls school and it was like, the girls that wore trousers were the tomboys.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But it's like, on the day where I would wear trousers, it would be like, why are you wearing trousers?
Do you
But
know
then when
what?
you wear
I got dumped for wearing trousers in year 7. Yeah, because we all wore skirts like St. Trinians and I couldn't find my skirts. So I wore actually my brother's trousers to school. But boy, Tom Howells, if you're watching, he dumped me. He was like, I can't believe you would wear that, and dumped me.
Boo to you. Okay, so we've got another story. Make It Make Sense story 3. Okay, so this next story involves actor Sean Penn, who you might know from the films such as Mystic River, 21 Grams, Gangster Squad, and most recently, Licorice Pizza. So he told The Independent that he believes cowardly genes are leading people to surrender their genes and put on a skirt. He's talking about genes as in genetics, but it sounds like he could mean that men are wearing cowardly genes and that skirts are more comfortable. So basically he's saying that men are not men anymore. I guess that's what he's saying. While promoting his new action film, Flag Day, Penn said, I think that men have, in my view, become quite feminized, adding, I have these very strong women in my life who do not take masculinity as a sign of oppression towards them. Is the idea that masculinity or femininity can oppress the forces in Sean Penn's head, or do you believe they can be? We see the word toxic masculinity thrown around quite a lot. It's toxic, it's da-da-da-da-da. And sometimes when I look at things, I don't necessarily see it as toxic. I might just see it as, oh, he's just being a man's man. But
yeah,
then
toxic ain't really in my vocabulary, man. I'll allow it, blood. And that's the thing, blood. People just be adopting shit into their vocabulary that the internet throws out of there that they don't really understand the true meaning of. So then you have just some any man Joe chatting about effing star signs and don't even really know the real meaning and the undertone to it, blood. Just be saying random words, blood. Like, what the hell, blood? It's like when you go into someone's Twitch stream and people are saying, stop gaslighting. What the hell? Do you even know what that means? What is gaslighting? I don't know. He doesn't even know, but he's just using it, blood, because he thinks he knows them. Like, come on now.
I then checked myself and I'm like,
Allow
okay,
me,
but
bro.
all my life
Sorry,
I've seen
went on
that
a
as being a
tangent
man's
there.
man. Does that mean it's not toxic? Or have I just been conditioned not to believe it's toxic and that's him being a man? So there's so many things that I
think,
question.
yeah, it's hard as well because, like, what is a feminine trait? Like, what makes a man too feminine?
Yeah, but this is the thing. But then on the
I know any feminine men? I don't think so. They used to be in, actually, let me know.
on the other side, then we will then say, as women, men don't know how to communicate properly. They don't give their emotion, and then when they do, we're like, oh, that's a bit moist.
Exactly.
Like, calm down. So
That's
it's
a
like
fact.
I would class myself as a strong woman, and I don't ever feel like oppressed by strong men or men around me. Me personally, I can't speak for everyone else, but me personally, I don't feel like, oh, you're trying to oppress me. I'm like, oh.
Maybe it's just me, but I don't feel like you can give yourself them titles. But you know when people say, oh, I'm a real nigga, or I'm a strong woman, I'm a strong man. I don't know. Can you really give yourself them titles, blood? Because being strong isn't really... Like, you can be strong for yourself 1000%, but just being a strong man, strong woman, I feel like that's for other people to decide, fam. I can't lie to you. Maybe it's just me, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The humility in me.
But then even that, I then have to check myself. Is that me
like encouraging it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I know. Where do you draw the
where
line?
Where do you draw the line?
Like, masculine,
what is too manly? What is not too man? Like, and all these things again. It's just stereotypes.
Yeah. Before, the idea was that, you know, men should kind of like chase women. And now I kind of feel like it's women pursuing men. Like, oh, because now it's like everyone wants like a rich man. And now it's like women have to kind of like, well, on TikTok anyway, you need to be this, you need to be...
Can you please not mix the real world with TikTok, man?
That so you can get
I know
her,
it's
but
the
it's like,
internet,
why?
but
And now
please.
men are becoming very like, yeah, I don't want her if she's this, I don't want her if she's that.
Sean Penn did the interview alongside his daughter, and as he spoke about his opinion on masculinity and fashion, she went quiet and stared into space. Sean Penn is 61, so is
He's old-fashioned.
thinking a little bit outdated? Is it from a different era? Have we progressed now?
It's definitely true, because men are definitely going into Safi. It's like me coming from, not being from, but living in Africa, you know what I'm saying, then coming back to England and them thing there, but then the little differences and them thing there. But the thing is, because where I'm from, all the men around me are, I won't say the strong men, but they're more masculine type of thing, because I feel like when you're, I don't know, blood, there's not really a difference, but I feel like with a certain type of, there's certain demographics out there that do not necessarily act quite manly, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? I can't even lie to you, but that's just how they're brought up, blood. When it comes to us and them thing there, we still have our traditions, blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm in England, 1,000 miles away from Jamaica and Africa, but yeah, I'm still eating African food. I'm still eating Jamaican food. I'm still brought up on, you know what I'm saying, my cultural traditions type of thing, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? So we still have that yard feeling, that African feeling, that homeland feeling, blood, and we bring it here, blood. But some people that may not have that and are brought up on like the Western side of things type of thing and have a lot of Western influence and brought up through Western morals, and then that might come into play type of thing, fam. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know any men that really act feminine around me, really. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. Everyone's pretty 100 type of thing. You know what I mean?
Is he just old school?
Is he talking about fashion?
No, he's talking about just men in general. Men being, he feels they're a lot more feminine in every aspect. And we should stop going for the not nice guys, because we should go for the nice guys, girls.
When I think they're too nice, I feel like they want something. Like they're just trying to be nice, just like, I don't know.
Do you know what? That's boring. Well, shall I tell you why? Do you know what that is?
And this is where the toxicness comes in, blood, because you just said a nice guy and you just said that's boring, fam. And this is exactly, you know, it's like you're saying, it's like you're not saying it, but you're saying it at the same time.
Our own trauma, you know. That's our own, like we've been through a lot of bad stuff, so now it's like anytime someone's nice, you're like, what do you want? What do you want?
Don't you think as girls you get that weird complex though, where you find someone who's really horrible and you're like, I'm gonna fix him?
Yes.
It's gonna be nice.
So he's horrible to everyone else, but you're like, yes.
It's gonna be nice.
Ivy didn't laugh at that, blood.
So he's horrible to everyone else, but you're like, oh my God, he's so horrible. You're like, no, he's actually really nice to me. Yeah, he's horrible to you, but me, he's really nice too. Like, it's like a pride in it.
And that's when you get stuck with the bare minimum. Oh my God, he called me babe this week. He loves me.
Why are we all the same? This is so bad.
You're a rapper, okay? In a heavily male-dominated arena that you're in right now, you're sitting in, how do you use your femininity to your advantage?
One thing I gotta say though is that the female scene is blooming though. I can't lie to you, blood. Like, especially currently, whether it's female rappers, female singers, shout out to the females out there. You man are low-key doing your thing. Me can't lie. You know what I'm saying?
Do you embrace it, or do you feel like you have to be a bit more harsh?
I feel like when I first started, obviously it's so male dominated, especially with like female drill.
Right.
So I feel like when I came in, I didn't want to be girly. Like if you go back, I was like trying to be like this tomboy, because mentally you think, oh, I want to be just like the boys, but it starts to affect you on like the outside, you start to think, okay, let me wear this, let me be like this, let me rap a bit hard. And then after, when I started getting into it, I was like, you know what, actually being a woman, you can stand out. Right. Because I'm a girl, and then sometimes obviously the things I rap about is like, oh my God, it's explicit, but boys do it too. Yeah. So I feel like you just stand out more because you're a female doing something that it's like, oh my God, you shouldn't be doing it.
Exactly, blood.
But I feel like...
Not with the explicit stuff, blood, but at the end of the day, no matter what industry you're going in, fam, you don't do what everyone else is doing to stand in. You be yourself to stand out type of thing, fam. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what industry you go in, you're always gonna have to tinker some things, but at the end of the day, you be yourself and then you tinker those little things. You don't fully change 50%, 75% of you, because your body it's not gonna be able to handle that. At some point, your body's gonna want to be itself again type of thing, fam. And you're gonna get messed up in that mental anguish type of thing. So you go into the game, be yourself, and then just change a couple of things to kind of suit whatever industry you're in type of thing. But you don't fully like change a bare of you, blood, because you're not going to be able to keep up with that image, blood. You know what I mean?
Female rappers tend to kind of feel like, you know, they feel like very alone sometimes in the industry, because it's like there's so many men and you don't know who actually wants to work with you, who just wants to sleep with you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like another thing. And then after, directors will be telling you, you know, like things like, oh, when they check, don't worry, it's my phone. When they check what you should be wearing, your outfits start to become very revealing. And then you're just like, oh, okay, sex sells. That's what you start hearing. So I'm in the phase right now of, oh my God, like, you gotta start showing more to be more sexually attractive so that men can want to watch you and females want to be like you. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
Recently, we're not allowed to be feminine. It's like if you're
especially that recent video that I watched, fam. You know what I'm saying, of IVD, blood.
Feminine, you're dumb or you're soft.
What's it called? Bow down.
And I'm like, no, like sometimes I want to be a girl's girl. Just because I'm being a girl's girl doesn't mean I'm dumb. Doesn't mean I'm not intelligent. Doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing. Doesn't mean I can't stick up for myself. In fact, think that and tell me something that I don't like hearing, and you're gonna find out. So do you feel like we've achieved
what we set out to achieve?
Some sense today?
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like I've realised a lot of women think the same. We're actually all the same. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
But no one's gone, no, actually. We've all gone,
We all understand, and I feel like that's why it's important that we should stick together, because we understand each other more than men do. Do you know what I mean? So, and women, we love to speak. I don't know if men do this, sit there and talk about, I don't know.
What they say on podcasts.
The new way podcast.
They will sit on our podcast and do this. So, anyways, it's International Women's Month and we've done this episode of Make It Make.
Wasn't it just a day? Why are you man trying to drag it into a month, fam? Relax, fam. Relax. I'm joking. But on the real though, I thought it was just a day, blood. Is it actual month?
Coming out on International Women's Day is a celebration of all women, not just these lovely ladies in this room. I think we made it make sense. Do you?
Yeah. Ladies in the room. Yeah. This is the third episode of Make It Make Sense with myself, Zeze Mills, Chloe Burrows, and Ivorian Doll. And Talia Ma is here in spirit. She's with us. We miss you, Talia. Say bye, Talia. Bye, Talia.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if we made it make sense.
Hey, it's been your boy Jazz, Manline Jazz, or MLC Jazz, and I'll catch you on the next one, Tom. I'll be here next time, man. Wrong button. I switched them around. Bar after bar after bar after bar after bar. I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But if a bar with me, that's a body bag. Your man's want smoke, then he leaves with a toe tag. Whole squad hit with a double mag Glock. Got left in the street and the body's getting chucked. Bullets with names and your shit's getting popped. Better be with me and the bag's getting cocked. Still gotta chase the bag, humble. Ain't gotta brag in a league on my own, and my stats getting flagged. Hit me for the feet, got verses in stats. Come through like the queen, gotta pay that tax.